KM4MKL here. This is going to be a silent assassin suit-only run for the Freedom Fighters mission at the Colorado destination for Hitman 2. This is on Master difficulty, so it's going to give us a silent assassin suit-only challenges for the other difficulties as well, professional and casual. I'm going to load out the lethal pills, lockpick at the West Bridge with a agency drop, and I'm going to stay in character, use a cowboy suit for this, and a silence weapon, any of them will do. I'm going to shortly from the starting position. This is going to be the concealed item. I concealed a flash grenade, which I thought would come in handy, but I never used it. If I could do it over again, I would have concealed the or brought along the fiber wire instead. But there are a lot of enforcers to deal with, and I thought the flash grenade would help, but it didn't. So I'm going to wait for these enforcers on the other side of the gate to patrol down towards our right, and we're going to enter the gate. Hide behind these crates if you need to. Wait, but I got lucky and all these enforcers were facing away, so I was able to come through here, conceal in the weeds, and come around to the left side of these planters, these rows, whatever you want to call them, and camp out here. Our first kill is going to be the target that's in the barn, Patel, and we're going to kill her by shooting this hay bale that's suspended above the entrance to the barn and killing her with an accident. That way when her body's found, it won't count against us. We do need to be patient here. I'm going to use instinct a few times to keep track of where she is, and then get ready to shoot the bale when I see her coming out. It does take a minute or two for that to happen, but as is this case with any silent assassin, especially a suit-only run, you're going to have to be patient. So just keep checking. We are very safe here. There's no enforcers that will patrol over here unless you create an alarm, and no enforcers will be able to see you since you're concealed. So you can stay here as long as you need to. Let's see her coming out here soon. And when I see her coming out of the barn, shoot that bale, and she's gone. And it's triggered as an accident, so that's good. Next thing we're going to do is come around here and take care of Penelope Graves by poisoning the drink in the greenhouse here. I'm going to wait on these three guys to break up, or one of them to leave, there's only two of them. Then I can cross this path and enter the greenhouse. The enforcer in the greenhouse will come out if you hit the if you turn off the generator. That's right to where 47's left right now. He doesn't really pay attention though, so if you get in and out of there, you can walk right past him, as you'll see in a second here. Since he's got his head down, we can just poison the drink. There are a lot of enforcers on the far side of the corner here, kind of out there, so be careful when you do this. And again, make sure these guys aren't facing this way. I picked up an apricot on the way in. Somebody use the apricot to distract this guard and get out of here just because I'm impatient. But just retrace our steps exactly the way we came in. We're going to go out the same way, and that'll essentially take care of half our targets. Here, the guards were in a position to where I could be spotted, and actually Penelope Graves and her bodyguards that patrol with her came this way too, so I was hung out in the weeds here. And I also used instinct to make sure the guards on the far side of the fence, the ones we saw coming in, are facing the other way and patrolling from our right to our left here, away from that gate. But once everybody was out of the way, I was able to make a pretty easy run and get out of here unspotted. So we're going to go back out this gate, again the way we came in, and head back to where we started. The second two targets, we're going to take both of them out in the basement of the main house up here, the farmhouse. We'll take out Ezra Berg first, and then finish up with Sean Rose. So our next objective is to get inside the house basement unspotted. I'm going to shoot here. These two guards will be distracted facing the other way, and that'll let me get in down here to this gate that comes into the kind of the side of the house here. I did a save here, that's why you saw the little jump in the video. I did have to load the game. This is a really good place to save. I'm going to pick this lock and I'm going to go on in. There is an enforcer that comes out that window right to the top left hand part of the screen there, but I was fast enough to be able to avoid him. Sometimes it's best just to wait at the gate there for him to leave the window. I use the briefcase as a distractor because I can't carry it with me after I hike over that anyway. The guards look away and I get into the basement. There's an enforcer that's down here all the time. I'm going to take him out just so he doesn't get in my way. I managed to time it with enough time before Ezra and his patrolling bodyguard comes in with him. So we took him out. Don't kill him, obviously. And I'm going to bring him over to the crate here and let him snooze in there. Come back here and I'm going to grab his weapon. I think I'm going to grab his weapon to make sure nobody freaks out. And I got the basement key, I don't need it. And there is a lethal syringe hidden on top of the cabinet there. I'm going to grab it. You can see that Penelope Graves did finally drink the poison drink and she's down. Now, I came in here, my intention was to distract the guard and take him out and then kill Ezra. I hit this switch on the furnace prematurely before the guard came in, and so Ezra was the one who got distracted. I had to do some quick improvisation, but it worked out okay. So instead of waiting long enough, I hit this a little earlier than I intended. Then when I realized Ezra was going to come in, I came around this way to make sure I wouldn't be spotted by the guard when he came in through the side door. I just let Ezra come in this way. And I nailed him with the lethal syringe just in case the guard found the body. That way it wouldn't have counted against me. In hindsight, the guard never saw the body, so I could have shot him if I wished. But I had the syringe, so might as well use it. So this guard comes out. For some reason, he goes back out for some reason. I don't know if he was going to bring back anybody or cause any problems with patrolling back in when I killed Sean, so I put him in there and got him out of the way. Took his weapon, make sure that nobody freaked out when they saw it. Out of all these kills, Sean Rose is going to be by far the simplest. I got pretty lucky and had really good timing by good fortune. Just as I finished up with Ezra and his guard, Sean just happened to be walking right past this door. So, if we time it right, come out here and choke him out and drag him downstairs. Like I said, this would be good to have the fiber wire. It would have been quicker and less risk of being spotted, but I did just fine just choking him out. I didn't snap his neck until he got down here, just because I didn't want to spend any time up there, more time than I needed. Now he's in here, we'll snap his neck, all targets down, and we're going to borrow his body to open up the door here. This will give us the body double challenge. Killing Rose in this way is much easier, and using his body is much easier than trying to have to sneak upstairs to get the mask, which is the only other way to get out of here, especially since it's a suit only run. And I'm going to look at the far wall and look at the computer and get out. You can look at the other walls if you want to, but if you've seen the cutscenes, you only have to look at the back wall and that will be it for the challenge. And you'll see that we will have suit only, Silent Assassin suit only challenges for all difficulties, Master, Professional, and Casual. And I also scored the body double challenge in this run by using Sean Rose's body to get into the secret room as opposed to just using his 3D printed face, which is probably how people usually get out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them if I know the answer, or make up an answer if I don't know it, or help you find out where to find the answer. In the meantime, this is KM4MKL. Happy hunting and happy hitting.